Water is back in a big way at Pathfinders. Trade skills like automotive maintenance take center stage at Camp Rainey Mountain this season, and a sold-out Scout Night at Aiken Sport Arena. Scouting celebrates 115 years. Happy birthday, Scouting America. And, but first, what did one penguin say to the other? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, everybody. All this and more. Stay tuned. It's 12 points. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for being on. We're here for another news and notes segment of 12 Points, the mini episode of our big live stream broadcast, which is coming up next week, next Sunday at 6 p.m. The guys are back in studio with me, and we're having a big live stream program coming up Sunday night at 6 p.m. Next Sunday, by the way. This is a pre-recorded program, so all of this is kind of done up for you, but I wanted to present just a few news and notes for this week. I'm recording it at the time I'm recording it is February 8th. It's Scouting celebrates 115 years. Happy birthday, Scouting America. And thanks for joining us on the episode, by the way. Stay tuned all the way through to the end. We've actually got quite a few new things on this mini episode, but I'm going to try to go fast. Or as fast as possible, just to make it a fast episode, because we've got, of course, Roundtable coming up Thursday with the Camp Card Kickoff, and we've got 12 Points live stream broadcast with yours truly hosting, and of course, Alex and Phil are going to be joining us, and we may have some special guests. I can't wait for that episode. So hopefully we'll see you here live, so you can drop your comments and shout outs. If you do have any questions during this episode, of course, this is during this episode, drop it down in the comments here on our YouTube or on Facebook, wherever. We'll try to get them all answered for you before you need them to be. You know, this past week I was pleased to join scouts from all around the Appalachia district at Lawrenceville First Baptist in downtown Lawrenceville. A small little contingent of folks, but I know we had celebrations going on all around the council. Thank you to the scouts that got out. I know there's some churches and scouting groups are going to be celebrating Scout Sunday this Sunday, tomorrow. Well, I guess it's today now. This is pre-recorded. I keep forgetting, but anyway, so thank you for getting out and supporting your charter organizations and celebrating your duty to God and Scout Sunday with your troop and your church. And this is just one of the little ones that I joined last Sunday. This show is about tips, tricks, and best practices on how to best be prepared for your next big adventure to Northeast Georgia and beyond. And we hope you'll stick around and stay tuned and stay with us and take a look at some of the upcoming things in this week's feature news and notes. Here's some of the items that we'll cover today. Some of them are repeats, some of them are new, some of them are news, and so not news, but we're going to share some thoughts and ideas with you and a lot of other things. If you've got any custom things that you'd like to see on the show, be sure to drop that down in the comments as we go along, and we'll hit that throughout the season here. Of course, we're always going to do the live stream broadcast on Sundays following your Roundtable. And of course, Roundtable coming up this Thursday, February 13th. At your normal Roundtable location, of course, well, except for Appalachia's is changing to Prospect United Methodist Church, by the way, if you didn't get that message in the Appalachia district. But most of us are all meeting at our normal Roundtable location this month, and it's also the Camp Card Kickoff. So let's get things kicked off here with the show. Of course, we've got our first camp out of the season. It's Spring Fling, and the theme of Bend the Elements, and this is going to be a lot of fun. And exploration into the elements. So, of course, there's going to be something to do with fire. There's going to be something to do with air, and I think that translates into airplanes, by the way. I'm guessing. I don't have all of the details, and some of it's supposed to be a surprise. for you. And there's obviously going to be something about water as well. All the elements. And so you'll want to check that out. For wolves, bears, and webelos, spring fling at Scoutland on Lake Lanier. It's Bend the Elements. And you can get all your information off of this slide here. Or hit that QR code and take yourself to the registration. Get registered right now. And I think we've already got a bigger crowd than we expected from last year. Of course, as a quick reminder, one of the points today, your camp card kickoff is this, the council and district's camp card kickoff is this Thursday at Roundtable. Unit leaders, be sure to get with your district executive, make sure they've got enough of the right cards for your unit prepared. We've got the cards in hand already. So they're going to be there Thursday. I hope you'll be there Thursday. And let's get set and get ready for a successful camp card campaign. And let's send a bunch of scouts to summer camp this summer with the camp card campaign. All right. Also, just still in the news because they haven't all happened yet, Advance-A-Ramas are coming up quick. I know just from firsthand on the Appalachian when it's going on at Central Gwinnett at the close to the end of February, some of those classes are filling up quickly, but there's plenty to choose from. Lots of different merit badges going on in just about every district in the council. Hit this QR code and go visit all of the Advance-A-Ramas, the entire schedule coming up. I know that there's two on that weekend, February 22nd. There's one at Horizon Christian Academy in Forsyth County, and there's also the big one in Appalachia is at Central Gwinnett High School. So check both of them out. Tons of cool things going on there. Also, I think at Appalachia's Advance-A-Rama is a Cub Scout event called Loop-A-Rama going on at the exact same time. So if you have Scouts, BSA, and Cub Scouts, that might be worth the trip, even if you're not from that district. So it's my show, so I get to show whatever I want on it. But I'll promote anything from your district as well. If you drop that down in the news and notes, I'll be glad to share anything specific from your district. Just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Don't forget, if you are interested in being a part of the National Youth Leadership Training in either one of the weeks at Scoutland, these are the dates here. Take a look real quick. May 26th through the 31st and June 2 through 7. Just as a quick reminder, I know I've mentioned a couple times on the show here, but it's time to get your deposit in and very quickly, those spots are going to start to fill up. We filled up last year. We expect to fill up again this year. For the National Youth Leadership Training, do not wait. Get signed up. There are minimum requirements for scouts to participate in this program. So also, so if you're kind of on the cusp, like you haven't reached the certain rank or whatever, you want to get after it and get complete so that you're eligible and able to get registered for the National Youth Leadership Training coming up this summer. And piggybacking off of that, don't forget, before that happens, the Woodbadge is coming up. The first weekend in April is April 25th through the 27th. You got to be able to be at both of the weekends, and that's starting to fill up now. So thank you to those of you out there promoting it, but we do want to fill up the Woodbadge course. Every troop, every Scouts, BSA troop or pack, every Cub Scout pack should be sending at least one leader to the Woodbadge course, and helping making sure that the Scouts in your unit have a well-trained leader. And this is probably one of the best trainings that they can go to. Woodbadge is for everybody, adults. So spread the word. And if you're a Woodbadger, by the way, help me spread the word. We need to get this course filled up pretty quickly so that we know how to set the patrols and things. And you know how to do that. So if you have any trouble or need any help, please drop it down in the comments. Also, don't let finances be a reason why you don't participate in Woodbadge. Comment or DM below and let me help you get situated for the Woodbadge course coming up. Let's get that filled up. There's a little event going on right now. So this isn't, I'm not announcing anything. This is actually news. So as we speak, or at time of recording, this is a couple of photos, but they wanted me to share with you that who's attending Winterfest in Gatlinburg. And this is an older scout program, Venturers and Explorers, probably the largest gathering in the country of venturing and exploring participants over, let's see, it looks like it's going to be close to 1,500 people at Winterfest this year in Gatlinburg. But what a fun event. I've been to this before, and you can see kind of the hugeness of it. That is just about all of the activities going on, and it's in this big, multi-sports complex called Rocky Top in Gatlinburg. A lot of fun. It's like explorers and adventurers kind of just take over the whole city of Gatlinburg. It's actually really impressive, and I hope we have some more pictures to share with you next week on the live episode. But that's going on. Actually, as I'm recording this, it's still going on right now. The closing events and the award ceremonies are actually going on right now. That's where I got the pictures from. They're kind of texting them into me as we go, as I was getting ready for the broadcast tonight. So coming up, we got 2 more Gladiators games. Scout Night with the Gladiators, if you've never been to Gas South, is one of the most fun fan experiences, and the Gladiators hockey team is just so gracious. Our Gladiators effort is led by our Gladiators representative is actually an Eagle Scout, and he takes good care of us, giving us a great fan experience all around. And also, for the first 50 that show up to each of the games, there's a special collector's patch available to you. The slide that you're looking at here to get tickets, by the way, for the March 1st game, it's not, I don't think it's called Hockey Heritage Night, but it's actually, they kind of just told us this last week, but it is Thrashers Night, which is one of the most popular nights at Gas South Arena. They'll likely sell that one out, but and so that Thrashers Night, I don't know why that's such a big night, but anyway, we're lucky to have a section for Scouts. So let's scoop up all our tickets. Scout Night at with the Gladiators. I'll be there. I'm in section 101, and I will, or I'll at least let you know ahead of time on the next broadcast, but I'll be there. I know a bunch of us are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join me. Scout Night with the Gladiators. We got 2 more games coming up, one on March 1st and then one on March 29th. And the one on the 29th is the theme for that night is called Retro Gaming Night. And I'll have more on that in the live broadcast as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see you all there at Gas South Arena. Speaking of the Gladiators, by the way, kind of competing head to head with this one was Scout Night at the Rock Lobsters. The Athens Rock Lobsters is the brand new hockey team in Athens, Georgia. So Northeast Georgia is very lucky. We have 2 hockey teams. It's really awesome. But I wanted to share this with you, that we only got to do 1 Scout Night this year for the Athens Rock Lobsters. And of course, similar kind of fan experience, a lot of fun. But here's some Scouts presenting the colors at our very first Scout Night at Aiken Sport Arena. So that was kind of a big honor for those Scouts. And then this was the first sold out crowd at Aiken Sport Arena, happened to be on Scout Night. And I think Scouts was a big part of it. We sold over 100 tickets to the Rock Lobsters game. So Scout Night with the Rock Lobsters was a huge success. Thank you to all the Scouts from all around the Northeast Georgia Council. I know there's a lot of excitement about hockey in Athens, and so we're glad for their team's success as well. And if you can't get enough hockey, then of course, go back and take a look, hit that QR code, and let's go celebrate hockey and scouting with the Gladiators. I'll see y'all there. I really just wanted to share that with you. My buddy Greg Schultz was kind of the one, the other district executive that was leading that one. And a lot of fun. It looks like I didn't get to go because I had other things that I was doing, but it looks like they had a lot of fun. So anyway, some of you that have already signed up to be a delegate for the Northeast Georgia Council for Scout Day at the Capitol probably got the notice that the day had to change because of congressional sessions going on. But Wednesday, this has changed from the Tuesday the 25th now to Wednesday, February 26th. That's the correct date. And if you hit that QR code or you go to the NEGA Scout Day at the Capitol site, it'll have those changes and what you need to do. You don't need to do anything. If it turns out that you can't go, we'll refund your money. But hopefully you can ask off school for a Wednesday if you could on a Tuesday. Anyway, the delegation is filling up fast. There's not but a handful of seats left or spots left. And once we fill, we're full. You can't just show up to this event. You must be pre-registered as a delegate for the Northeast Georgia Council in order to attend. And of course, that's for security reasons. We'll be at the Capitol while Congress is in session. And in some cases, for some of the areas of Northeast Georgia, we've already communicated with your congressional delegates to have some time to speak with actual congressmen and senators from our area. And so that's a big honor. And they really will kind of roll out the red carpet for us on that day. But represent your troop and your community and our council by being a Northeast Georgia Council delegate. And you can do that by getting registered right here. Again, there's only a few spots left. Once it's full, it's full. And you got to be in full, complete uniform. No jeans, no shorts. You got to be in full uniform for this one. So speaking of full uniform, it's not complete without some swag. And the best way to support this channel is to hit our online store there. And you can see that in the QR code there. We still got some of our 70th anniversary stuff. Not a lot of it left, but some of it left. And then also there's quite a bit of, there's going to be some new stuff up very soon. So you'll want to check out the store periodically, and you're going to see that on the show a lot. It's the best way to support this channel and our show and make sure we can stay up and run is if you'll buy some of our shirts and our hats. Thank you very much for everybody. This is actually an old hat, so I know I'm going to get questions, but I don't know if you can see it too good in the 1080p production here, but if you know what year this hat is from and why it's got these gold things on it, drop that down in the comments. See if any of my old school or even newer scouts know what's the scrambled eggs right here for, and what patch was it? What year was this from at Camp Rainey Mountain? This segment is brought to you by the Order of the Arrow. Of course, we're well supported by the Mowogo Lodge, and you know a Mowogo Lodge member by the pocket flap on their shirt, and it's got a black bear on it. That's how you know who they are. So be sure to thank an arrowman the next time you're out at camp, because they're the ones who help us get it ready for all of the fun events that go on at Scoutland and Camp Rainey Mountain and Camp Rotary. I've been to Camp Rotary, and I've been to all three when arrowmen were there helping to clean up or get things ready for scouts to continue on the big adventure. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to throw up some date reminders. By the way, this is the time, if you're an OA member, if it's time to renew your dues or buy that season pass, this is the time to do that. Go on their website, mowogo.org, and do that now. And don't forget, put these dates in your calendar, and we'll see you at one of them, at one of the fellowships here in the spring as we get prepared and ready for the summer camping season, which we could not do without the Mowogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow. All right, so moving on in the show, of course, we're going to talk more about Pathfinders. We're probably going to have a whole show just about Pathfinders and all the new things going on. At the top of the show, I told you water is back in a big way. We're surrounded by water on all sides. It's no surprise that we want to have aquatics merit badges, and that scouts have been asking us for that. So we've gone out and recruited a crack team of expert waterfront people to man the stand, as they say, and Pathfinders will have aquatics again for 2025, returning with things like swimming and life-saving merit badges. Also, very popular motorboating and water sports, and those will fill up. We opened Pathfinders about 2 weeks ago, and some of those are already full. Don't let those spots get filled up before you get a chance to go online and register. You can hit that QR code there, or join us online at nega-psa.org and search the word Pathfinders, all like one word, and it'll take you to our registration page and full menu of items going on. Speaking of Scoutland and now talking about Cub Scouts, a lot of things going on, but specifically the Scoutland Summer Quest, back by popular demand, also by very popular demand, the Cub Scout Summer Splash going on at Camp Rainey Mountain. And this year's day camp and twilight theme is called Invention Convention. And there's going to be a whole show on the Summer of Cub Fun. But if you want to find out more, and for those parents that like to get registered for summer activities early, this is the first time that we've ever had Cub Scout Summer Fun up on the internet for registration in the first week of February. So take advantage of that, lock your dates in, and get registered. More season pass options for the Scoutland Summer Quest, multiple weeks in multiple, close to 20 locations for Invention Convention. So hit that QR code and go straight to our page right now. A lot of that is already live and ready for your registration. We're going to talk more about the Summer of Cub Fun coming up. One of those features, of course, is the Scoutland Summer Quest, returning with more season pass options and new adventures. 2 new adventures, if you caught it right there. And we're going to do a whole segment just on that in a future episode as well, where we'll go in depth in all 6 of the Scoutland Summer Quest activities. Take a look here. I'm sharing pictures with you from last Saturday. All of the day camp and twilight directors from around the Northeast Georgia Council, 20 plus camps, which means about 50 people in all in top leadership, coming from all 26 counties of the Northeast Georgia Council. And you can see how many folks are in the room there. Already getting busy. It's only the first weekend in February, and they're already hard at work in planning and preparing for your day camp or twilight camp, which is a local camp near you. And you can get registered for those right now when you go to the Summer of Cub Fun page. I'll throw that one up one more time. nega-bsa.org/Summer Cub Fun. And head on over there now. So you can get registered. I noticed that some people are already starting to register for our day camp and twilight camps. I can't believe we've never had that happen before. But anyway, just wanted to share some of those pictures from our meeting last week where our day camp leaders got trained. Don't forget, the home of summer camp is, of course, beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain, close to 600 acres in our own pristine valley, protected on all sides by that 3-sided valley. And you can see the whole thing from Big Rock. There's a lot of adventure to be had when you're at summer camp with us, including the new Trade Skills Center, which takes center stage this summer in 2025, featuring an expanded welding program, plumbing, farm mechanics, and auto maintenance. And I had Phil and I got to visit with one of our advisors who used to run a restoration body shop, restoring old muscle cars, but and we are talking about exciting things for the automotive maintenance section, and we're going to get a little bit of a preview. There'll be an episode on that coming up soon. Hopefully we get some of that stuff in the can so we can get it uploaded here into one of these videos. But I can't wait to share more about the Trade Skills Center. The outside is already built. It's the inside that's kind of exciting, and that we want you guys to take a look at, but and kind of be a part of as we get going, as we start rolling stuff into the building. It's going to be really cool, and we want you to see it. So stick around, stay tuned, and stay with us and find out more. Of course, you're going to find out more on our live stream. The next one coming up February 16th with yours truly as host, along with Phil and Alex. February 16th. At 6 p.m. straight up and down. It's the 12 Points live stream. It's going to be an exciting show and a lot to talk about for the upcoming year. But we just want to say thank you so much for watching not only this show, but of course our live stream and all of our videos here on YouTube. Saying thanks, and we'll see you at camp. I can't wait. And if you are enjoying this type of content, and we've earned it, will you hit that like button and be sure to subscribe? Don't forget to click the bell for notifications, because there's going to be more videos. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We'll see you soon. See you on the big adventure out there.